one.
All right. Well, I want to thank you all for joining us tonight, taking the time out of your busy schedules to come together as a collaborative, as we're going to call it, the collective collaborative. We've changed the name so many times. But I am Christy Fessenden. My other partner, Drew, he's in there someplace. He's mixed in. We are Golds down in Florida. So we just decided with Heather and Jessica and Trisha just to come together and have a place where we could all learn and grow from each other and just kind of bounce ideas off each other and just make it a safe place to talk about what's working, what's not working, and how we can all help other people get to their dreams and to conquer their desires and goals and get to a healthier state as well. So what we all want to do. So I think what we're going to do is just kind of go around and just, introduce ourselves, and then I'll come back and tell the specials for the month. If you haven't seen them, they're amazing on the promos. So we will do that.
All right, I'm up next, I guess, right? So hi, my name is Drew. As Christy said, y'all can hear me, right? Thumbs up. Good. Okay, cool. As Christy said, I'm the other half of the Drew and Christy team here in Florida. We are Golds down here. We love Young Living. We live the wellness, purpose, and abundance lifestyle. And we were really, really excited when Heather and Trisha and Jessica decided that they wanted to do something like this. This is just like, we need it. Like, I don't know if y'all are feeling it or what you're looking for, but we're coming here to really get everybody motivated and get momentum going, because if you saw Young Living's, we're going to go over all this stuff, but if you saw what Young Living put out today, Young Living wants to build momentum. They're behind us. It's up to the corporation to come up with the really big stuff. It's up to us to take that and put it into action. That's what this is going to be all about. This is going to be about learning, community, growing together. And I think that we've got 5 of the best leaders in Young Living right here, and we'll talk even more about it. So who's up next?
I'm up next. Am I good? Am I unmuted? Okay. Hey guys, I'm Trish. I'm from upstate New York. A lot of you know I'm a gold leader with Young Living. A lot of you know Heather and I have teamed up from the very beginning, and it's brought amazing things for both of our teams. 2 of us are better together than one. Our personalities bounce off each other. So I am so excited that there's 5 of us joining together, and I just can't even imagine the growth and how this is going to explode for our teams. What I really, really love about this group is we carefully selected each other. There's a lot of stuff going on out there. I love that this group has the heart and the integrity that I fell in love with Gary and Mary. And I'm just so excited for this Zoom and for everything that we have coming for you. And I love what Drew said. It's up to Young Living to give us the big promos and the big stuff, and then we need to put it into action. So hopefully you'll walk away from this call tonight and you will have some ideas how to put this into action and how to gain the momentum for your team. And I think Heather's up next.
All right, my turn. All right, so I wanted to look up the 4 C's. So it's called the Creative Crossline Community Collective.
Who's that?
Yes. Well, hang on. We got to mute some people here. So we joined together because as a force, we work so much better. And I mean, look at this call. We have 4 teams, right? 1, 2, 3, 4 teams joining together. That's why there's 4 C's, right? There's 4 C's in that little thing. Joining together, and we have a lot more people on here. We have a lot more people that we can help, a lot more people that we can educate, and a lot more people that can just come together. Oh, and by the way, I'm a platinum in New York. That we can come together and just bring bigger things to you guys. We got some really exciting things coming. We just threw our brains together, threw it on paper, and everybody that we're asking to join and come educate with us is saying yes, like without even thinking about it. So there's just a lot going to be happening, and we're super excited to bring that to you guys. And I hope you guys can feel the momentum and the excitement, not only from us, but from what Young Living is giving us. They're giving us promotions that are out of the water crazy. They know we've all been struggling all year long. They're like, look we're going to reward you. This 3 months coming up are the strongest of the year. And they're giving us promotions that will just help so many people in so many ways. If the money doesn't excite you enough about helping other people, well, maybe the prizes will, because it's not about the money, it's about the people that are helping people. And that's why we're all in this group together, because we all enjoy helping each other. And like Trish said, we're actually in this group. We picked this group and we kind of did it really on purpose with intention. And we knew who worked well together. And we, all of us, have worked well together with a common core. And now we just kind of bounce off each other. And it's pretty amazing when you get the like minds together, how easy it is. So we're going to talk to you guys soon. We're going to pass this over to Jess Rains, who might be a new face to some of you guys. So here's Jess, but we've been doing this a long time together. I'm going to mute myself. I'm trying to unmute you. There you are. Oops. There you are. Okay.
All right. Can you hear me now? Thumbs up. Okay, cool. Hey, I'm Jessica Rains. I live in Alabama and I'm a gold. And when Heather talked to me at convention, I almost didn't make it to convention because this last year has been a super duper personal challenge for me. I know there's probably people on this Zoom who have experienced the ups and downs of their business. I've been doing this for almost 9 years. I've had some really great success, and I've had some time where it's just like, what am I doing? So when Heather connected with me at convention and said, hey, I want to start like a little Facebook group, you know, I don't know what we'll call it, maybe something about momentum. And I said, yes. And she told me who was going to be involved, and I said, yes. And so each of you who are on the call tonight, congratulations for making it here. Leaders show up and they bring their people. We're going to be talking a little bit more about that later on when I speak again. But I just want to welcome you to our collective. We are here to pour into you the things that have been working for us and share the things that aren't working so that you don't make the same mistakes that we have made or are making and that we're trying to change. Okay, so I'm glad you're here, and I'm going to pass it on to whoever's next.
I think it's back to me. Can you guys hear me? Yeah? Okay. So we're going to go through the October promotions, which are super cool. Who's excited for the frankincense? We are. We're super duper excited. All right, so I'm going to start at 100 and then I'll build it up, okay? So at 100 PV, if you're on a Century Awards, I hope that everybody on this call is on a Century Awards. The best value for the money, right? Okay, so you're going to get a 5 ml of nutmeg. So that's always great. Compare it with some thieves. It'll smell good. And then you go to 190. So you're going to get a 15 ml of orange. If you're on a Century Award, you're going to get cinnamon and then nutmeg. So that's awesome. That's a retail value of $64 right there. If you jump up to 250, you are going to get, of course, the cinnamon, the nutmeg, and then you get the orange and Life 9. We should all be taking Life 9 as well. Great probiotic. All right, then you have 300 PV, the cinnamon, the nutmeg, the orange, Life 9, bergamot, and cedarwood. I'm excited for the cedarwood because we're close to being out. Love it for the nighttime, love it for helping the kids go to school. And then if you jump to 400, of course you get all that I just mentioned, plus the coveted frankincense. So the holy grail of that. That's awesome. So everybody's excited. And I have people are already asking me how they're going to get that. So it's great that it came at this month instead of waiting until December, which is nice. All right, any questions on that? I went through those quick. And then, there is a sway link over on the side if anybody needs to see them. That way you can go through it and just scroll through at your leisure and read more about them. And it kind of goes into detail about how the oils. Super easy. Who's going next?
I'm up. I always follow Christy. Wherever she goes, I've been following her for years. So I posted just a second ago about the oils I'm using. Tonight I'm using Clarity and Gratitude. I would love to see what you guys are rocking, what you like for calls like this. What's Heather got? I can't see that. There you go. See, we're getting all these, into the future? Is that what that is, Trish?
Yeah.
the future.
Harmony.
Harmony, very nice.
Inner harmony.
Oh, inner harmony. Ooh,
From the freedom.
Valor, Michelle.
Valor, there you go. Everybody put their oils on, and let's talk a little bit more about what's going on. It's always great to have your oils, have your diffuser running. Anytime you're joining a meeting to get your mindset right, envision what you want. And, or if you're speaking to somebody, if you're the speaker, Valor is always a great one. I like present time is one of my favorites to put on when I'm doing a meeting. So let's talk about some really cool stuff here. I only got Trish on my screen right now. Speaker, there we go. So let's talk about some really cool stuff here that we have coming up. So we put our minds together and said, as this group, as who really rocks our world, who do we want to hear from? And we've got a star-studded lineup for the rest of this year, and we're working on next year's already. So our first one, October 21st, and you're going to see Zoom links, and we're going to put all this stuff out. You don't have to remember everything that we say tonight. Just get the idea that you have to be here and you have to show up, because we've got some amazing leaders coming to teach some amazing stuff to us. October 21st, our very own Royal Crown Diamond, Jill Young. Over 20 years in Young Living. Who better to kick off a momentum group than Jill Young? If y'all don't know Jill, she is an amazing human being. She loves Young Living. She's old school Young Living, like I think I heard Trish mentioned that. And I am so happy that Jill's going to come talk to us. She's going to talk about creating community and back to the basics, which is what all five of us were talking about on our Zoom call last week, is how, let's get back to the basics. Young Living it's not a hard thing. Sometimes it's really hard. We just step outside of ourselves, but that's the part of it. How do you do this? I'm sure Jill's going to talk about it too. Tell your story and share your products. That's really how easy this is. Whether it's a business for you, whether it's you want to change people's lives, you want the abundance, you want the purpose, you want the wellness. That's the kind of stuff I expect Jill to be just rocking our worlds with. Then November 9th, we have Crown Diamond Jill On-Call Sager, which y'all probably know her from the Grow Group. She started the Grow Group that has now over, I think, 45,000 members. If you're not part of the Grow Group, you should go join it, because it is absolutely one of the very best Young Living groups I've ever seen. And we've seen, I don't even know how many we've seen in our time now. It seems like there's one everywhere. But the Grow Group, they share the right way. They share with intention. They share to help each other. It's an absolutely amazing. You can see everybody shaking their heads. Anybody that's ever been in the Grow Group knows that that's a great group. But Jill's going to come and speak with us on November 9th. These are all Monday calls is what we set it up for. She's going to talk about growing your healthy Young Living community with humility and gratitude. And I don't think that you can say a better statement about the way Gary and Mary feel. Gary felt about this company, about how Mary feels about it, how Jared feels about it, and all of us feel about it, that we have to have gratitude for what's going on. I'll briefly share something I learned recently, and that is, what am I supposed to learn from this? When things aren't going the way I think they should, what am I supposed to learn from this? Instead of being like, why is this happening? What's this teaching me? That's gratitude. Jill loves to cover that stuff. She's amazing. December, we're going to have, we don't know the date yet. It's to be determined. We've got veterinarian, and YL Gold, Dr. Susan Albright is going to be joining us. I know a lot of people are going to be really stoked about that. They're going to be fired up to hear Dr. Susan Albright talk. I have not seen her speak, but I've heard from Heather and I've heard from my sister, who's all about pets, that is going to be an amazing, amazing talk. We're going to roll into next year with a lot of momentum. We're working on those people as well. We've got some ideas. We're going to start reaching out to people, but we've got the rest of this year planned. And you never know when we might just have we might wake up on a Tuesday morning on the 1st of the month and say, you know what, we should do a Zoom and invite all of you guys. And we might just talk about stuff that's happening and what's going on. So this is all about a community. You guys are part of that community. We thank you for sharing. Showing up. Well, thank you for sharing at some point too. And I am done with my part of this for now. And on to, I believe Trish is next.
Yeah, I'm next. Okay, so I am so excited to have those three. We just had a great experience with Jill. I see that some of you are from Recharge are on here, and I can't say enough about her. Scott and I were just talking about it last night, and it was with Jill. I'm so excited she's going to be the first one. She just completely renewed our spirit. I think everyone who was in the room can agree with that. She tells the hard truths, and she does it in such a kind and gentle way. And I love her integrity. I love her Gary stories. It's going to be such a treat. I can't wait to start that off. But what I want to talk to you, the reason I started with Jill is because I really think this level up is such a reward for everybody who's stuck in Young Living. Like we've all said, that's why we're here, because it's been a complete change and a shift in the way Young Living grows. And something that Jill talked about was getting back to the basics and sharing and helping people grow, sign up, start their wellness journey. So this level up promo really, really does that. It brings you back to the basics of enrolling. We all need to be doing it. So the first thing you need to do is you need to jump in on this level up, and you need to show your team how to do it and how to model that for your team. But more importantly, you need to teach your team how to also do it. So what it is, in October, Young Living is featuring a new succulent diffuser. If you haven't seen it, I'm going to post this in my stories. So I was privileged to see a quick video, but I really can't share it because it was in a private group. But I'm going to post in my stories. It's a small ceramic pot. It has a ceramic succulent on top and a rope that goes in down into the bottom. So what you do is you add, I think it's 4 parts oils, essential oils, and 1 part carrier oil. You dip that wick down in. You can also add oils to the top. It's an awesome little diffuser. I'm super excited about this for our Amish community that we have, because they can't use the same diffusers that we use, so we always have to get creative. But this is great if you're in an office, if you're in a classroom, anywhere that you can't plug in. So super, super easy to get this. I think about what Heather and I did way back in the beginning. Jess has been there, Drew and Christy have been there. What we did for bottles of lemon, what we did for like a citrus oil. Young Living is giving you this diffuser for enrolling 2 people. So there's a few different ways you can do it. So you can enroll, you can reactivate, or you can upgrade from a wholesale or from a retail member to a wholesale member. They need to be on Essential Rewards. The most amazing thing is that we can now use our premium starter kit as an Essential Rewards kit. So if you're not doing that, if you're not signing every single person up using their first order of us as Essential Rewards, you're really hurting them. You're taking away $10 in free points or 10 PV, and you're taking away a free bottle of oil. And most of the time we're doing that because we're fearful. So don't let your fear rob your new members of free stuff. You need to get them signed up, explain it to them. If they're confused, that's okay. You say, when you're ready next month to order, get on, I'll come contact me and I'll teach you how to use this Essential Rewards. And then at that point, they can decide if they want to stay or not. But get them that free bottle of oil, get them those free points. So that's super easy, right? Sign 2 people up, you get a succulent diffuser. More importantly, you help your team members sign 2 people up so they can get the succulent diffuser. Now, this is the wild part. Like I read this over probably 4 or 5 times because I didn't believe it. Did anyone else feel that way when they read this? I really, truly didn't believe it. For 4 new signups, reactivations, or from retail to wholesale, you're getting a bottle of rose oil. Does anybody know how much that costs? I know, Kathy, you were one of the first ones I thought of. Does anybody know how much that costs? Any idea? It's $244 retail. So for helping 4 members get started, you're getting that really awesome diffuser, and you're getting a bottle of rose oil. Think about that. Do you guys remember when all the leaders were giving away like 1 drop of rose oil in a roller? And like people had to sign up like 10 people to get that. We're getting a full bottle, a full 80 drops of rose oil. That's huge. So how are you going to do this? You have to get back to the basics. We really have to get back to the basics. Does everybody have a prospect list going? That's something that's really important to do. We need to have a running prospect list so that when these promos come up, it's not like we're starting from ground zero, like, oh my gosh, who am I going to go find? You're just going to your list of people you've been planting seeds with all along. So if you don't have that, don't freak out. Just sit down, take a couple minutes, put a timer on. I think that's the best way you can do it. Go put a timer on for 10 minutes and sit and just write and write and write and write and write every single person, business, group, anyone you can think of as a place where you could introduce oils and help someone. And you need to put that timer on, and you need to take the time out. If you're not taking specific time out for your business, you're not going to grow. So be diligent in it. One of the biggest lessons we learned from Jill was, are you interested or are you committed? And I want to say she was in the business for like 9 years, and she was interested. She explained to us. She got committed, and she got to Crown Diamond very, very quickly. So take those 10 minutes, get your prospect list going, and then you have a place to go. Try to get 100 on there. Eric Worre has a great video about this. It's in his book. Dive into that. If you don't have that book, if you haven't read that book, it's really important that you get it. Cover that. So when you double up, you're going to get that. So vouchers can be used. So if you have a voucher, you can use it. So that makes this even easier. So you can use your voucher. You can get the discount. There's free shipping. There's so many things, and you're getting a bottle of rose oil. Young Living has put into place, taken away every single barrier that we could possibly have. There's no excuse not to do this. Everybody on this call should have a bottle of rose oil. So next time when we get on in November and we say, what kind of oils are we putting on? I expect everybody to hold up a bottle of rose oil and show me that they're putting rose oil on, because we can all do this. It's on all premium starter kits. What are you two doing? Kathy and Michelle. It's on all premium starter kits. So it's on the PSK. It counts on the Aria, the Rainstone, the why can't I think of it? The Desert Mist. It's all diffusers. It's the Thieves kit. It's the Ningxia Red kit, and it's the Savvy Minerals kit. So there's no excuses. It doesn't mean you don't have to start with oils. You can start with any kit you want. The prizes will be shipped in November. So that's really important to tell your people. Sometimes like people think instant gratification. We all know if you've been seasoned with Young Living for a little while, that sometimes it takes a little bit of time to get these things mailed out. So you should expect to see your diffuser and your bottle of rose oil in November. Okay, so this is something else I want to talk about. This is so important. So if you really want to grow your team, you need to help the people under you grow. That's the only way to do it. You can put 1 million people on your front line. You can go enroll 100 people, but that is not going to get you where you want to go. You need to duplicate